Well, the world generally has become a global village with the space of time and distance shrinking as the days go by. And even businesses within the African region and Nigeria also have hopped on social media, towards marketing and selling their product. But the important part of all of this is the aspect of branding. How can Nigerian small and micro businesses, harness or leverage on the potentials that social media gives in terms of branding? Well, I'm joined now by a social media strategist, Tonia Vincent, and she's joining me to, discuss the issue of branding on social media. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, let us start with understanding the aspect of digital marketing, which is branding, even away from social media or away from, using digital platforms. For the benefit of our viewers who are watching, what does branding mean? And then we can move on from there towards branding on social media. But kindly just explain to us the concept of branding.
All right. Branding simply means what you do is how people know you, and how people know you becomes your brand. So, aside social media, what you do offline explains who you are, right? It tells people a lot about you. So, aside the social media aspect, what you do offline tells people what you do, who you are, your personality and everything about you, self leadership and everything. So now social media is kind of helps you to manage your online reputation. That is what personal branding is all about on social media platforms, right?
Okay, so what's your opinion uh, on the role of social media in branding, and how can social media contribute to building and enhancing a brand? I mean, it's not uncommon to see most businesses now have online presence. And unfortunately, we still also have some other businesses who are yet to harness the potentials that social media can give. So can you help us explain the role of social media in the area of branding your business?
All right. So when it comes to social media in today's digital landscape, 75% of people buy things online, right? And for you to build your personal brand on social media, because if you have to build your brand, you have to think about profitable personal brand. You have to leverage your personal brand to influence your company's page. And I think this is where many businesses get it all wrong. They focus more on the company's page and forget about the personal brand. People buy from people, right? So if you want these people to trust you more so that you can build a brand for a long term goal, you have to leverage your own influence as a person. What you do, your knowledge, your thoughts, what you actually do, these are the things that represent, these are the things that represent who you are in the real world. And the same online, you have to be authentic. Authenticity is the things that differentiate you from others. Others who are selling here, who are into what you do, the kind of products that you sell. What differentiates you from these people is how authentic you are online. So you have to show up as your real self while using your personal brand to influence your company page. So it is actually the most important part of branding, being authentic, being who you are offline and online. Right. So if you sell things to people, people are not believe much. Even when you try to educate them about these things that you sell, it's not just about posting mock-up pictures, videos about what you sell. It's like explaining you get like explaining in a way that people don't understand you. People don't understand what you sell, benefits, the features of what you sell. So this is actually important because they make up the brand as a person.
Okay, we will be going on a short break, but when we return, a conversation with Tonia Vincent will continue, so do stay tuned. And you're still watching Business Daily on Trust TV. My guest is still with me, a social media strategist, Sonia Vincent. Hello, Sonia. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let's move on now to the aspect of platform selection. I mean, when you move to the social media world, there is an array of options to choose from. But with so many social media platforms available, are there certain platforms that work better for certain types of businesses? I mean, are there certain platforms, like I asked, that certain businesses can be marketed better on?
Yes. So the choice of platform is very, very important based on your target audience, based on the people that you're looking to sell something to. And if you start building your brand on social media without thinking about the right platform, that your target audience are most active, then it's going to affect everything that you do on the platform. So now when it comes to product-based business owners, people that sell physical products, right? Instagram is one platform that is very good for product-based business owners. So you can use Instagram, post videos, images of your product. And one thing that you should know is to use things like your own products, like use your phone to take pictures of your product instead of using mock-up pictures. You can also create videos, educate people on how to use your products, on how to use your product, the benefits, and not just the features of that product, right? So these things are the things that will help you to build a memorable brand. And looking at Instagram, for example, you see many small businesses that create videos. You find out that their brand is more memorable. Like if you scroll on other platforms, you might see people using their videos to educate other people about the same products that they're selling. So it is very, very important for you to use your own videos so that you can build a brand that people can easily remember, especially your target audience, right? Then when it comes to Facebook, Facebook has about 2.9 billion active users. So it's actually a great platform to educate people about what you do, to post about your products and services. Then the same thing with TikTok is fast rising and mostly for Gen Z, right? So you can also use TikTok, educate people about the things that you sell, about your product, so that they'll get to learn more about you as a person, using personality-led content, of course, and to educate them about your experience in the industry. Then when it comes to LinkedIn, of course, I'm a LinkedIn person. I'm actually big on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is more for service-based business owners. Now, for product-based business owners who would like to be on LinkedIn, you can actually be on LinkedIn, but it's more about following industry news, right? Checking out trends, see the things that are actually trending in your industry and how you can leverage those things for visibility. So LinkedIn is more for service-based B2B companies. So it is actually a great app. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm using LinkedIn. I really love LinkedIn. So there's something with Twitter. Yeah, it's also a very good platform. But for small businesses that have the product, I think Instagram and Facebook is the best platform.
Okay, Sonia. If I had, say, a physical store that I walked into and sold a certain commodity on a daily basis, I mean, I would be able to say, on this day, I was able to sell this for this amount. I've been able to generate this amount. However, on social media, I'm sure it's different since it's a different field entirely. So what are the metrics that a person can use to, measure their performance as a business owner on a social media platform?
All right. So when it comes to setting goals, both offline and online, it's still the same thing. But the thing here is many businesses on social media, they have their goals in mind, but they don't have time frames. Now, if you don't have time frames for your goals, you will end up taking it to the next month or even next week, and from there to next year. So now, if you have to set goals for yourself on how many amounts of leads that you're going to generate for your business, then you should think about how you can measure these leads, right? Now, a good example is whether you create targeted content You create a video to educate people about a product, right? And you want to know which video or which content is performing best. The content that brings in more leads. These are the things that you can record. I have a Google sheet where I take note of the content that bring in more leads. Not just for my brand, but also for my clients. I also do it for my clients on Instagram. So recording the content that brings in more leads. Now, a good metric, because it's not just about lead generation. And I believe if you are in business, you also need visibility. You need visibility. So now, for you to measure the metrics for that is the likes, social analytics. So if you do something like Hootsuite, Hootsuite is actually a great platform. Google Analytics, they are actually great when it comes to measuring results. But for platforms like Instagram, you can also check your likes, how many likes you got from a post. You can take note of all those things. The comments, right? The comments are actually important because it shows that your content resonates with people. It's not just about them acknowledging it through likes, but also commenting, sharing their thoughts and everything. So these are the things that you have to keep track of. Then if you have a website, you can check how many people that visited your website. Even on Instagram, they have that feature on Instagram. How many people that visit your website? So I think social media are actually making it more easier for you to track keep track of all your performance through their own platforms instead of using third-party platforms.
Okay, Sonia, in 1 minute, just before we go, unfortunately, your time is fast spent, but I'd like for you to give a 1 minute advice to, viewers watching and how, or people who, are running small and medium businesses within the Nigerian business space. They're wondering, where do I start from? They need some sort of advice or some sort of encouragement as to where to start marketing or branding their businesses on social media. What would your advice for these people be?
All right, so my advice to you is just for you to start. But don't just post and disappear on social media. You have to participate. If you're looking to be more visible online, both on Instagram, Facebook, it's the same thing for all platforms. You have to engage more. The more you engage, the more visible you become. And it will also help you to build your community, right? To help you to build your fan base, people that love your brand, people that love you for who you are. So the best thing that you can do, or the best place to start, is for you to think about the platform that your target audience are most active. Once you choose a platform, then you have to choose a strategy to build your profile authority. Now, profile authority is more about your followers. How many followers you have, the likes you're generating from your content and everything. For you to achieve that, you can start running ads.
Okay. Thank you, Sonia Vincent, for your insight on the topic today. Thank you for joining us on Business Daily.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
And this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition of the program. It's the last one for the week, but we'll be with you again on Monday. My name is Chiamaka Enendu. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.